Back on.
Cool. So,
Phew.
let's see. Yeah, I made. I don't mention this part a lot because I
Okay,
just
what about
concentrate on
what
the
about
phone.
your where's your parents?
Well, my dad's dead and died like 2 years ago. He wasn't in it.
Okay.
He didn't
They are
born here.
from here?
Oh yeah, I was born here.
Okay.
My mother is just like 5 blocks that way, and
You
she
heard
lives
about the money pit?
the money pit.
Yeah.
Sunken pirate treasure over in Mahone
Yeah.
Bay.
Yeah.
Heard about it.
Okay.
Read all about it. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to that sometime.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I read a few books on that. I was wondering
Yeah.
why. And, it would be good to know.
It is something there. There's something there. Anyway, we'll get back to that.
So last night.
So you're Catholic and everything is. You're like just like me. Do you go to church at Christmas?
No, I haven't gone to
Me
church
neither.
in lots of years.
Lots of people, most part of people, there's no more family relation anymore.
Well,
We're mostly apart.
the good side, Marshall side, my dad's side,
Yeah.
that had nothing to do with this stuff.
Yeah.
They pretty much all died off of lung cancer and stuff. So there's the McMahon side, my mother's side, but she has a loose knit family. Her parents had 15 kids and they all moved away. And anyway, I messaged a few of them, but
They don't reply. Right?
well, they do, but they're like, "What do you want me to do? How can I help you?" Right? And I'm like, "How can you say that after what I've described to you?" Right? And they're just not really close family, right? They're like, they regard me as an acquaintance. I guess it's just strange, right? I used to hang around with other people's families, and they basically adopt me, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, the cool thing that I did my whole life, I used to hang around with this pathological liar guy. And everybody knew that he was lying when he was telling his tall tales, and I seen how they looked at him, and I never wanted to be regarded in that way.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just made a pact with myself, I would just always tell the truth. And so then whenever I had something really big happen, I told people, they just instantly believed me because, so I always did. So I told my friends about this, and oh my God, a few of them cried. Someone said, my God, my friend, I have kids, I can't be involved. And, a few of them wanted to help me, but they're like, how can I help you, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, a couple of them were actually brought there and threatened not to help me, not to hang with me. Not to,
Who brought you there?
a couple of my friends were brought there, like
We're right there.
yeah, and scared to death. They're not even going to say unless this becomes world knowledge and people are in the know about it. Then they'll come and say, yeah, they brought me there and held a knife to my eyeball. It's going to come out all over there. It's going to spill out.
Yeah.
Like a
They
flood.
don't want to be take like crazy people and go.
Yep. Well, the
Go see a
cool thing
psychiatrist
is,
or-
the cool thing is, once someone comes in here and says, "Dude, I got a lie detector test," you better hope you're telling the truth, and I'll go, "Awesome, rig me up." And but the thing is, a crazy person, if they actually believe that it's true, it'll come up as true on the polygraph test, right?
Yeah.
So it can't just be me. And I realize that people can't go up and say, Queen
Polygraph.
Elizabeth, we need the lie detector test you, Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah.
because someone says you're cloning. I know that that's not feasible, it's not going to happen, but you can go and get my mother, you can rig her up. And she actually said at the cloning station, causing much uprisal at the place, she goes, well, if they come at me with a lie detector test, I'm not going to lie and bury myself deeper, right? I'll just say, it's true what he's saying, right?
Wow.
And then everybody's like, you will not. And even Elizabeth herself said, you most definitely will not. You will deny to the last. And but they don't want to, because then if it's proven that they're lying, they figure they're going to be in even deeper, right? And they just want to save themselves because they've been pretty damn gross out there and pretty malicious on innocent people, me for one. But they all hang around out there like they're super gods. Like they got god complexes and stuff like doctors get. And Elizabeth says she is the technology god. And then there's Vladimir. Man.
Vladimir
Putin. Vladimir
Oh,
Putin.
yeah.
I'm scared of this guy. I was scared of him before I even seen him at the cloning station because of what I heard about him, right?
He's a reptilian.
He's something, man. He is
He
something.
He
And,
is,
Yeah, it's discouraging how everybody talks about aliens and the reptilians and stuff like that. These people told me everything.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
What? It's scary. What the fuck is going on in Mongolia? Why don't we hear about Mongolia?
They aren't telling me hardly anything now.
That's-
I tell everybody everything that. But
Yeah.
before they were telling me everything. I mean, they told me everything.
Mongolia, man, there's something there. It's in
Mongolia is a
between
big
Russia,
place. It's a
Russia,
big
and
place.
we don't hear about that. Korea, Russia, Japan, China, Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's all around Mongolia, you know.
Yeah.
What's going on there? That's where the secret is.
Well, there isn't too much there. There's a lot of tundra there and open
Yeah,
spaces.
but there's a pyramid. What the fuck is it doing there?
There's, I think there's imperial pyramids there too that are shaped like
Something.
pyramids too.
You know, the temple, Borobudur in Indonesia.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
Borobudur.
Heard of Angkor Wat in South America and stuff like that, but never heard of
I'll show you something that's gonna be. It's very strange. It's the secret is there. It's Hindu, but
So the cloning station is in
Yeah.
Canada. Or the
Yeah.
one that I'm brought to is in Canada. I've been brought to a few before, but then they all just started bringing me to the same one. And
what is
also-
that must be in Quebec.
Must be what?
In Quebec?
What is it?
In Quebec? Province? Which province?
It
do
must
you
be. It must be somewhere close to where the Picton murders were done. When they say that was in
think?
Vancouver,
Alberta.
it must be
Alaska.
somewhere out there because
Yeah.
they had to bring the tapes.
What about art?
Art?
Heart. H-A-A-R.
Well, they never told me that much about that because when they started telling me about they can't control the weather. They told me they can cause
Yeah.
earthquakes. Now they
Yeah.
told me all kinds of bullshit too, right?
They did the Japan earthquake. And
Oh, did they?
Tsunami.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Well, they were there. When I was there, they were acting like the tsunami was a big surprise, right?
No, like
And
the 911
they were
did.
worried about it. They actually said that they downplayed it worldwide. It was actually way worse than people said it was. The radiation and stuff, way worse. They said they had to downplay it so bad because there would have been a world panic about it. It's bad, I guess, really bad.
It is.
Anyway, this is
Yeah.
one of the solutions that they had come up with.
Yeah.
A circle of people trying to think of a solution. You know what they were going to do? Well, North Korea, when they did nuclear tests up there, when underground, when the nuke would go off, it caused a major depression in the ground, like a
Yeah.
crater, like
Yeah,
the bomb
yeah,
actually
that's
exploded
it.
on the surface.
That's what the
Now, what
fuck
the
they did.
Japanese were going to do, they were
Yeah.
going to drill a hole into the coast underwater.
that's what they
right?
did.
Insert a nuke and then blow it up underneath of the plant. It would go down into a crater, and the water would rush in and cover it with water. That's one of their solutions, but they didn't want to do that to trigger possibly other earthquakes. There was a
Fuck,
big
man.
debate about it, right? And then they never did that, and then they just kept on spraying it, and they want to concrete it and stuff. They told me so much stuff, man. I'm telling you everything. I'll tell you everything.
There was a big whirlpool. Have you seen the whirlpool when the tsunami came in? T'as-tu vu ça le whirlpool? Ce qui dit, il y a en fait un nucléaire en dessous de la mer. C'est en plein ça. That's right what you said. And you don't even have internet right here.
No, they tell me this stuff themselves. I don't even have cable. I don't watch CNN or anything. They tell me this stuff.
You don't have no news. You don't.
No,
I
they tell me
know.
this stuff daily. Like there's so much stuff. There's so much
He
stuff
knows
to tell you
everything
guys.
about it.
I have so much stuff to tell you guys. Hillary Clinton sits in the seat next to me and tells me stuff, right? And I'm like, what are you telling me this stuff for? I don't even want to be here, you ugly woman. Leave me alone. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to discuss things with you. You're disgusting. You watched that innocent child
meant
die
it,
on
huh?
video.
God.
You watched all those poor hookers get bonked with a hammer, except for the one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate them. I hate them so bad.
Borobudur temple.
Ah, I've never seen that before. I'm surprised I've never heard of this.
That was under ashes for so many years from the volcano. They discovered it like 100 years ago.
Wow. So Muammar Gaddafi is not dead, by the way, you guys. Muammar Gaddafi is not dead. That was a clone that you guys seen die on that video.
Where?
Muammar Gaddafi?
Yeah.
He's not dead. No,
Yes.
he's not dead.
Yes, thank you. Fuck.
They cut his clone. They cut his clone off the hairline, right? They showed me the whole prep for it and everything.
Gaddafi is still alive.
He is. He's
He is alive, man.
Yeah. They said
Thank you,
he's,
thank you.
they said he's living in Gaza now. I guess he has ties in Gaza. They like him.
Gaza?
Yep, Gaza, like the side of Israel there, Gaza Strip.
each of them.
Oh, I've seen this,
got
yeah.
a Buddha in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Everywhere.
I've seen this place.
Yeah.
I watched Channel 46 about a history channel about
See
it
the
once.
Buddha in
Yep.
there? Awesome.
I like to visit these places, but after
Wait. Okay, Gaddafi, yeah.
once I get world known
You
and
seen
stuff,
him
which I
die?
don't even want.
You seen him die?
Oh yeah.
You wanna see him on the YouTube?
Who?
Gaddafi.
Oh no. I've
No?
seen him enough.
Okay.
I used to call him Uncle Mo when I was a kid, man.
Is he a
I'm
good
not
guy?
familiar
Is he a
with
good
this
guy? Is he?
He was actually somewhat nicer than the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
But he had to keep up the exterior that he was just as evil as the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
But he'd been hanging around with me since I was a little kid, watching me make these amazing songs out of thin air, right? Actually, a song I made about him for Prince called it was called Raspberry Beret. He wore a raspberry beret, right? That's the song. It's about Muammar Gaddafi. He loved it. He's sitting there in the crowd behind the hockey boards going. He does flamenco dancing and everything. He used to hang around there with me, asking me how he should do stuff.
Wow.
He says he wanted to talk the Americans for a military vehicle, a Humvee, right? So he says, Donnie, I have so much money. With his harsh accent, right? He goes, I have so much money. What the vehicle do I make? And I was like, I don't know, make something better than what they got, right? And you're trying to talk them. And he's like, I put the Lamborghini engine in the Bronco. Go faster than any Humvee, right? So I was like, cool. And then he's showing me this car. And man, showed me it at the cloning station. So I'm like, how did this get here, right? And probably wasn't even a real one. It was probably just a skeleton of it or something. Anyways, so yeah, he was there. The whole Lockerbie thing, you know, the Lockerbie bombings in England.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be there hanging with Elizabeth, right? Because of that. They're supposed to hate each other, right? So I don't even know the date that happened, but he was hanging there before that. So you think he would be scared of the clone station to do this bombing? And I was just looking, the light went out. I thought he would be scared to do the bombing, afraid of clone torture and stuff. But if they clone tortured him, he would tell the world, right?
Yeah.
And so he had them there. Also, they had, I'll just tell you, it's kind of gross. They had one of his really, really close friends imprisoned there, right? I guess he gets kind of fruity with them sometimes, right? And he wanted him back really bad.
Okay.
So he said, if you don't let me have him back, I'm going to keep on bombing, and I'm going to tell the world about cloning. They'll all pounce on you, and they might pounce on me too, but they'll get you too. And I'm getting my friend back, and you better give him back. And they gave